What is up, everybody? Victor here, listening to some country music, out on location. Today, I'm gonna be reviewing the much hyped, highly anticipated North Face VECTIV Collection. But first, let's go have some fun in these bad boys. Okay, so all wrapped up testing these out on a couple of different runs. I try to hop on different types of terrain, different types of rocks, just to know how they would hold up and be able to share that feedback. In this review of the North Face VECTIV Collection, I'm gonna be going over what they have in common, how they're different, and hopefully give you a better idea of which one you'll enjoy the most out on your adventures. For industry reviews and other running related content, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on upcoming reviews and training talks and all that good stuff. If you're like some of my friends out there that really don't care about tech and just really wanna know which one's the one that's right for me, the Enduris is the most cushioned, the Infinite is my favorite and the one that I'll be doing most of my adventures in, and then the Flight is going to be for that really kind of snug, fast looking feel. But if you are into tech and want to know what sets these apart, let's break it down. Okay, so let's start off with the similarities and what these three shoes have in common. First, let's start with the Vective technology system. So what is Vective and why is it in the name of all these shoes? Their Vective technology is really a combination of two things. It is a plate that sits right under your foot combined with their rocker. Rockers and plates are not new, but their unique combination of how they're integrated with each other is how they're different. This combination is really geared toward giving you as stable of a ride as possible while also providing a good amount of energy return. Similarity number two is going to be their dual density midsole. They're all going to have a firmer heel and a softer forefoot, which I'm really happy with because there's different combinations. Sometimes brands have put a firmer forefoot and I don't know why I want a firmer landing, but I'm happy that they went with the firmer heel and softer forefoot. Similarity number three is going to be their high traction rubber, which really helps with grip and that downhill braking. I was a little skeptical because this outsole didn't really look as aggressive or didn't have the teeth that some other shoes like the Peregrine or the Speed Goat may have, but I was actually really impressed with them out on the trail. It felt really good. I was able to really grip and kind of pivot and move, so I had complete control of my stride when I was bouncing around in these. Definitely a fan of that high traction rubber, so good job, North Face. Okay, so now let's break down some of the key differences between these shoes. And really, I'm gonna focus on the three things that I think are gonna matter the most when you're out on your run. While the plates are different in all of these shoes, that's not, in my opinion, what's the main factor and what sets these apart. I'll get to that in a little bit. I wanna start off with the cushioning level. The Enduris VECTIV is gonna have 6 millimeters of more cushioning material. So it is gonna be the softest of the three. If you're into soft, if you're into that more kind of max plush feel, the Enduris VECTIV is gonna be the one that packs more cushion between the three of these. So then in the middle is gonna be the Infinite VECTIV, which has the same stack height as the Flight VECTIV, but because of the different plates, it does have a little bit of a different feel. In terms of the cushioning level, it's gonna be Enduris, Infinite, and Flight. Okay, so I'm gonna stop saying VECTIV because that's a lot of VECTIV. If you guys are into stack heights and numbers like that, the Enduris packs a 31 millimeter heel and a 25 millimeter forefoot, while the Flight and the Infinite have the same stack heights with a 19 millimeter forefoot and 25 millimeter heel. Now let's get to the plates. The Flight is gonna be the only one out of the bunch that has the carbon plate. So if you're looking for that carbon plate, super light, very responsive, then that will be the one that you gravitate towards. The Flight has a carbon fiber plate, the Infinite has a P-Bax plate, and the Enduris has a TPU plate. So what do all these plates mean? Here's the takeaway. The carbon fiber is gonna give you the lightest, most responsive ride, but the most important takeaway is that these three plates sitting right underneath your foot are what helps stabilize the foot and give you that nice platform for you to land on. And the third thing that really sets these apart is gonna be the fit. they each have a bit of a different fit, where the Flight has this booty type system. It really has a part of an engineered knit upper. You're really gonna feel it hug your foot. If you have a high volume foot, good luck getting your foot in this thing because it does have a tight fit. So if you're into that sort of thing, then you're gonna love it. But if you do have a high volume foot and you're looking for some space, then I don't know what to tell you. It's gonna be a little difficult getting your foot in there. The one thing that I will say about the Infinite is I was a little bit worried with the heel area. It's got a really sharp collar and I could feel it on my heel. It never bothered me on my run. It didn't affect me, it didn't rub me the wrong way, it didn't give me any blisters. But if you have had issues with heel collars and things like that, it's something to be aware of and just get a good feel for when you're trying it on to make sure that you're okay with the way it feels around there. And then the Enduris is gonna have the most traditional fit. It's got a nice kind of comfy heel collar. I think that one's gonna be standard. Everyone's gonna like it. No issues there. The differences really come with the first two because those are geared more towards like speed and performance. So they have a little bit of a different fit that you'll have to just make sure that work for you. Okay, Victor, so there's all these plates and different Vective systems. Which one is the one that's right for me? Well, okay, let me get to that. So the Flight is gonna be the most responsive. It's gonna give you that more race-like feel. If you're into a snug fit and that really hug you shoe, then the Flight is probably gonna be the one for you. My personal favorite is the Infinite because I feel like it's the best of both worlds. In my opinion, it feels like a race version of the Challenger. One of the issues that I've run into, with maybe like the Torrent or the Challenger is if you land on a sharp rock, like I do feel it. With the Infinite, I was purposely trying to run over rocks that I thought I would feel that with, and I didn't feel a thing. I felt super protected, really locked down. I was bombing all over the place. That was really kind of like that feel that I got. And the Infinite will probably be the one that I end up gravitating towards the most. And then you have the Enduris. If you're looking for that max cushion shoe, that one is so comfortable. You're really gonna enjoy that. So one additional note before I wrap this up that I wanted to cover is durability. That is one thing that I can't speak to. I just haven't ran in them enough to be able to let you know if they're super durable or not. From all the info that has been sent my way and tech that I've received, these bad boys are built to be durable. They're built for the long haul. If you guys haven't already seen the North Face video, I mean, it's a wonderful piece of marketing. I'm a big fan of a great marketing campaign, and their campaign just nailed it. But that is one thing that I can't really say that these are gonna give you way more durability than another shoe. They do seem to fit the bill. They're gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be getting most of my runs in the Infinite, and I'll be tracking my mileage and kind of updating that. So if you're into that sort of thing, if you're curious about that, just follow me on Strava and you'll see the miles rack up. I'm the guy with the beer, pizza, and donut emoji next to his name. So just a heads up there. Whew. Okay, that was a lot to cover. We made it to the end. Thank you for bearing with me if you made it this far. I usually try to keep these shorter, but it's 3 shoes, brand new. It's not like we're going over a couple of key updates. It's 3 brand new shoes. So thank you for bearing with me. That's gonna be it for this review of the North Face VECTIV Collection. If you found this review in any way helpful, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any questions that I didn't cover, please just drop a comment down below and I'll make sure to get to it right away. Also, if you want any more kind of comparison, between what other trail shoes it can kind of compare to, again, just leave me a comment and I'll make sure to cover that. I hope you all are safe and enjoying outdoor adventures. That's it for me. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.